you. Thank you.
After a brief introduction,
Hello there, Wisconsin.
Governor Tony Evers quickly urging lawmakers to stay in Madison throughout the year.
Folks, I know many of you are up for the election, but here's the deal.
As the assembly is set to adjourn by the end of the week.
Wisconsinites have high expectations for the work we can do together over the next 10 months, and they should.
Right now, the governor and top Republicans in the legislature are negotiating a property tax relief plan. The Assembly Speaker and Majority Leader sending a letter to the governor Monday with their terms, but leaving out the $450 million for general school aid Governor Evers asked for.
I'm hoping we can continue building on those efforts this session, including reaching bipartisan agreement on a plan to get meaningful resources to our K-12 schools and provide property tax relief at the same time. And it must balance these important obligations a heck of a lot better than the plan Republican leaders sent me this week.
Republicans have long blamed the governor's 2023 partial veto that allows school districts to raise the levy limit for 400 years for increasing property taxes.
I'll go 10 toes with any lawmaker about school funding. My 400-year veto isn't an automatic property tax increase, folks.
But Governor Evers also using the address to tout the work of his 2 terms in office, from housing to tourism and education funding to the Republican-introduced tax credits that he signed into law. The governor ending his speech with the message of the year.
We're all in this together, and we're going to get through this together, not by alienating our neighbors, but by getting to know them.
Ellie LaLiberte reporting. In response to the governor's criticism of Republican proposals, Robin Voss told reporters that Republicans have tried to meet in the middle.
He wanted money for property tax relief. There's 2 ways to do it. The school levy credit, which we proposed, is actually bigger than his proposal. And then we also put other things in that he's wanted, which is funding for SNAP positions, making sure that we have funding for disaster relief, and an income tax rebate for every single person in the state who pays income taxes. So it seems to me we tried very hard to reach in the middle. Now it's the governor's job after a pretty partisan speech.
Speaker Voss also says that the governor took credit for what he called bipartisan tax cuts. The assembly is set to adjourn by the end of the week. However, Evers announced he will call a special session of the legislature this spring. The goal, to take up a constitutional amendment that would ban partisan gerrymandering in the state.